with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good morning, I'm Elspeth Meisner. Thanks so much for joining us for your Erie News Nowcast. Our top story today is on the latest COVID-19 new variant of the Omicron. That variant is what's keeping health experts closely looking out to make sure what they can learn about it at this time. At least 12 countries have reported new cases so far. Multiple countries, including the United States, are closing their doors to South Africa and its neighbors as health experts all around the world scramble to learn more about this new variant. The White House is expected to provide an update today on how the United States will respond. Meantime, 2 new cases of this COVID-19 variant have been reported in Canada so far. Doctors say both patients have recently traveled from Nigeria and they're currently in isolation. On Friday, Canada implemented travel restrictions from several African countries. However, Nigeria was not included in those restrictions. The ban includes foreign nationals who have traveled from 8 countries in South Africa, and it'll be in effect until January 31st. The World Health Organization has urged against travel bans, saying it's not clear whether the Omicron variant is more serious or more transmissible. Meantime, Thanksgiving break may be coming to an end for many local schools, and that could mean a return to the classroom after virtual learning due to COVID-19. At last check, Grover, Cleveland, and Northwestern will be returning to school tomorrow, November 30th, as are Blessed Sacrament and St. Jude's. Wattsburg Area School District will be back to in-person learning on Wednesday, December 1st. Waterford and Robinson Elementary Schools will also be returning to the classroom after their Thanksgiving breaks wraps up. And then Bell Valley is expected to be back in the classroom today. And as holiday travelers make their way back home after traveling for the holiday, this was the scene at many airports all across the country as millions of people took to the skies to head home. According to AAA, more than 53 million people were expected to travel over the Thanksgiving holiday. The increase in travel it's been its highest since 2005. Meantime, if you're planning on staying home today is Cyber Monday, and while it's big for online businesses and retailers, we wanted to know how you could still support local businesses on these big shopping days. We turn to our Isley Gooden with some tips.
On Cyber Monday, shoppers are expected to take advantage of strong discounts on toys and clothing, but some businesses are offering discounts on services.
I kind of get creative when I do a sale. I did the Black Friday sale for, children's parties, and I also do party favors. So for Cyber Monday, I have to put something out there for the adult birthday parties and the baby showers.
Angela McNair has been running her party planning business, Grand Central Events, for 1.5 years now.
Every once in a while, I'll do even 2 parties in one day. People are doing baby showers like crazy. They do birthday parties. They're doing Christmas parties, work parties. So this is a really busy time for us event planners.
When participating in online sales, experts say to be careful of bogus sites.
I recommend staying with the websites and the names that you trust. Just make sure that your computers are up to date. Make sure you have good security software on there.
They even advise against you using your credit card.
Credit cards have built-in fraud protection, and the debit cards have instant direct access to your checking account. And once that money's gone, depending on how they access it, especially if they get your PIN number, then that money's gone.
Angela appreciates days like Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
I do appreciate these type of days because, like I said before, sometimes, some people might not, be able to get with the prices that you have normally, but this gives everybody an opportunity to get in on whatever you're offering.
Great tips there. Now let's check in with our David Walter this morning for a check of your forecast. David, how are the roads looking after some snowfall we had yesterday?
Yeah, they're not looking too bad out there. Some of those secondary roads, that's where we still have a little bit of slush, a little bit of ice on them. But right now, as we check out the area down by the mall, we're looking out over Mill Creek and Peach Street specifically, and you can see traffic free flowing along Peach Street and also Interchange Road as well. And of course, over the next hour or so, as folks head out for lunch, maybe noticing a little bit more of that traffic. 30 36 degrees right now, light north wind at 5 miles per hour. Temperatures will just go up a little bit more, and we continue to watch basically that fading lake effect snow. We don't really have much going on with this little band right here, but it is still producing a few extra flakes out there. A little overdone with Futurecast, but you'll notice that we'll still have some of those snow showers out there through the afternoon, even into the early evening. Now, later on tonight, we're looking at the potential for some more widespread light snow. Light accumulations are expected with this, but we will have some slick spots out there to start off your Tuesday morning. Again, not looking at big totals, but because it will be snowing around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, a lot of folks heading on out, and we'll definitely have a few of those snow bursts and maybe some reduced visibility. But later in the day, not much out there. As we get into the night, there's that chance for a couple of wet snowflakes near the lake shore, a little bit of additional snow for inland spots, but not looking at any sort of significant lake effect there. We will see a warming trend over the next couple of days. You can see in terms of snowfall as we get into the night, and tomorrow possibly an inch, maybe up to 2 inches, and that is really all we have. Temperatures right now are in the lower and middle 30s, a little bit milder for Erie and Dunkirk at 36, only 29 in Bradford, 30 in Jamestown. So sub-freezing means that we have a little bit of ice maybe on some of those sidewalks. Winds right now fairly light overall, just 5 miles per hour, but we do have that wind chill down there in the lower 30s, 20s into Meadville, feeling like 22 into Jamestown, New York. Your zone outlook for today, we've got temperatures getting into the middle, maybe as warm as 38 degrees, so 2 more degrees this afternoon in Erie. A little bit of sunshine out there for you today, and we'll have just a little bit of sunshine in Crawford County. Still a few lingering snow showers for today, and into Warren County, temperatures lower in middle 30s this afternoon, may not even crack freezing out there in Scandia. We'll talk more about the next several days and get you into the month of December all in a few moments.
Thanks, David. Now to national news today. The jury selection begins in New York in the trial of Ghislaine Maxwell. It comes 2 years after the jailhouse suicide of Jeffrey Epstein. Federal prosecutors allege Maxwell was Epstein's accomplice in a sex trafficking conspiracy involving underage girls. The 59-year-old international socialite was denied any role in Epstein's crimes. Maxwell was arrested in July of 2020 at a remote property in New Hampshire and is currently being held in a Brooklyn federal jail. Meantime, jury selection is also scheduled for today to begin in Chicago in the trial of actor Jussie Smollett. Smollett is facing 6 counts of disorderly conduct for allegedly making false reports to the police that he was the victim of a hate crime. This happened in January of 2019 when the star of the Fox series Empire told Chicago police he had been assaulted by men using racial and homophobic slurs. But the investigation alleges that the actor orchestrated the whole incident as a publicity stunt. Smollett has denied that and has pleaded not guilty to all these charges. Now to more news. Actor Matthew McConaughey says he's decided he will not enter the race to be the governor of Texas. After acknowledging that he's been thinking about running for office, McConaughey explained on his decision on his Twitter account on Sunday. While the actor says it's been humbling to be considered as a gubernatorial candidate by some, he says he won't be stepping up to that next role. McConaughey says instead of pursuing politics for now, he'll be supporting entrepreneurs, businesses, and foundations that he believes are leaders. And the White House is decked out in holiday cheer and is ready for the Christmas season. Take a look at the tree here. First Lady Jill Biden chose the theme Gifts from the Hearts for this year's display. It's been inspired by the people that she and the president met as they traveled all over the country for the past year. The official Christmas tree is an 18-foot Fraser fir. In fact, there are 41 Christmas trees on display all throughout the White House this year, decorated with some 6,000 feet of ribbon and over 10,000 ornaments and nearly 79,000 lights. There's also a stunning gingerbread White House weighing hundreds of pounds, all part of the display. And let's check in with David one more time for a final check of your forecast before you get out the door and head out for the day. Hey, David.
Hey, Elspeth. We are looking at that warming trend over the next couple of days. Again, a little bit of snow later tonight into part of your Thursday. Wednesday looking fairly quiet overall. And then as we get into Thursday, some rain showers. Temperatures could get all the way to 50 degrees for a brief period, at least here in Erie. And then we're getting chillier as we head into the weekend. And there are more chances for maybe a little bit of extra lake effect snow, especially for areas away from the lake shore.
Thanks so much, David, and thank you for joining us for the Erie News Nowcast. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time, same place. Our next news is coming up today at noon on WSEE and then 12:30 on WICU. Have a great Monday.